Hey guys, Brian Krepke from Adventure CrossFit, and we're going to talk about middle back strength right here and how you're probably lacking in it. So most programs have a little more pushing than they do pulling. It's not always on purpose, but sometimes it is because the pushing muscles are seen in the mirror and they look pretty good. So if you're not sure if you're having too much pushing in your program, first check your posture. If your shoulder blades are rolled forward, okay, and if your thumbs point inward, and you look like this, if you look like a kangaroo, then you probably have too much pushing in your program. And yes, kangaroos do look like this. Google it. So if you have that imbalance, if you're rolled forward at the shoulders, if you look like that, then you need to have a 2-to-1 pull to push ratio, meaning if you do a set of pushing work, so bench press or shoulder press, you should do 2 sets of pulling work. So bent over rows or chin-ups. Okay, that's going to in time help correct that imbalance. Words are hard. So what I'm going to show you is a post-workout corrective exercise little deal you can do that will further improve your middle back strength. So your scapulas get pulled. So here's your scapulas. Can you see this? They get pulled forward, okay, and apart from each other, okay? So this is how the backside of the bro posture looks like, right? The shoulder blades are pulled away from each other and you get this kind of hunchback position. So what this is going to do, these exercises, they're going to pull the shoulder blades together and down, okay? That will create a, good, strong posture. And in the long run and in time, better shoulder health. Because if you have a shoulder blade that is pulled forward like this, if you try to raise your arm overhead, you're going to get impinged, right? You can't get that arm overhead without sacrificing the spine, okay? So with good shoulder blade engagement, you will be a happier, healthier, and more athletically inclined person. So here's the exercises. You're going to do these at least 3 times a week, 2 to 4 sets, depending on how you're feeling after your workout, 10 to 15 reps. These higher rep ranges are going to improve your endurance in these movements and overall ability to, maintain that posture, okay? If you're doing just a couple of reps, your body's not gonna get a chance to adapt and be stronger in those positions. So here's what it looks like. These are called bent over scarecrows, I guess. I don't know why, they just are. So you're gonna hinge at the hips. Your back is parallel to the floor. What you're doing is pulling your elbows up in line with your collarbones, okay? You should feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. From here, you're gonna pull the hands back, hold, come back to this down position with the weights, and then let them come all the way down. So elbows out wide, squeezing the blades, externally rotate, drop the hands, and come back to the start. So in real time, it's gonna look more like this. Just methodical, slow movements through all the positions. If you just fly through it, you're not going to get much out of it. Momentum is not your friend here. So go slow with those. So what did I say? 10 to 15 reps, okay? Then you'll go right into, I call them Y raises because you're bent over at the hips and you raise your hands out like at a Y angle. So not straight ahead, not out to the sides, kind of this middle ground Y angle, okay? So with the first one, you're pulling the blades together. You're externally rotating. So that is pulling the shoulder blades together and externally rotating. Okay, see what that does to your posture immediately? It's pretty freaking great. That second one, the Y, that's pulling the shoulder blades down, okay? You can't raise your arms out in front of you very well if your shoulder blades aren't going anywhere, okay? So if you're rolled forward, you try to raise your hands, look, I'm stuck. But if you raise your arms and those shoulder blades drop, look how far your arm can get, okay? So, like I said, think about what kind of movements you have in your program. If you're doing too much pushing for the amount of pulling work, in the long run, you're probably gonna end up hurting yourself. So, implement these couple of movements, and you're gonna be very happy and look better, all right? I'm Brian Krepke. Go to adventurecrossfit.com, look at some cool stuff, and we'll see you next time.